Hi guys, it's Kaale, and we will be making the top that you can see in this picture using different fabric and material. And as you can see, my fabric is not ironed out here, so I will be ironing it, and this is it as it is ironed now. I'm just stretching it out for you to see that the creases have disappeared, and now I've lined it up on fold. I need you to make sure that it is on fold. The person who had asked me to make this video was on TikTok. She loved the way I had made my top and asked for a tutorial. And this here is for your neckline. You're going to line up your measuring tape, and sorry if my video is a bit junky. I was recording with one hand while doing the rest with the other hand. You're going to line out 10 centimeters for your neckline, and to go down, it's also for like another leg concerning your neckline. You're going to come down with 9 centimeters. I wanted mine to be as deep as possible, so I went with 9 centimeters. Then here we're just gonna line it out with some soap. I don't own any chalk to line it with, but the soap works better, and I hope you can see very well. You move it with what? 9 centimeters. If you can see, I am marking the 20 centimeters on the measuring tape from my fabric. And once So here I marked my fabric with a black pen to make sure you guys could really see what I was doing. Hopefully you can see what I have done over here. And from then onwards, I will go down by 3 centimeters to create a nice sloped shoulder line, because we don't have straight shoulders. That does not exist. So I will go down by 3 centimeters and mark from that point on. Grab my ruler to just point from the 10 centimeters down to the 3 centimeters I have created for my shoulder line. We're just going to line that up with the black pen, and here you go. Now you have your shoulder slope. From that 3 centimeters, I'm going to come down by 10 centimeters for my armhole, my shoulder, my armpit armhole. I don't know what to call it, but that thing. I will go down by 10 centimeters. And then you will have to measure your bust, which is your breast. I will show you which sector in the picture. I'll include a picture over here. And you will have to measure and divide that number by 4. The number that you receive for your bust, you will include. For me, I gained 20. Here I have measured out my waist. I divided the number I got from my waist, which is 62, by 4 and got 15.5 centimeters. And I came down with a straight line to my waist from my bust point. And then I came down with another 10 centimeters because that's the length I wanted my top to be on. Now I have my fabric on fold, and I need a second piece so that it can be double the fabric. I don't want it to be flimsy, and for the parts that I will be adding, I need it to be double the fabric. So here I have added some pins to pin it down because the fabric is a bit slippery, and I need to add a few more centimeters on it for when I turn it inside out, it doesn't give me any problems or frays. So here I've cut out the 2 pieces, and I'll need to remove the pins. As you can see, the second fabric is overlapping the first one because I need it to have at least 1 centimeter or 1 centimeter of space, so that when I sew it, it doesn't shrink and get small, because this is a slippery fabric, and the machine, when it meets slippery fabric or silk like fabric, it becomes very problematic. So voila, it's pretty, right? And as you can see over here, the baby has been connected with the pins so that it closes up and matches the other one in size. And as you will see once I've opened it up. As you can see here, the fabrics do match each other in size and length. This is what I wanted, and I pinned down the centimeters I needed. And here I am showing you the piece of fabric I'll be using to create the straps for the top. I will show you the back of my fabric and why I need those straps. As you can see, I have already done a few parts of my string, but I want to show you how I folded up mine. And you can see I am struggling to fold it up a bit while I sew, so please bear with me. It's kind of hard doing this with one hand, but I think you'll be able to tell how I did this. My string here that I will be making for the loops was 185 centimeters, and it took me quite a while to cut up the parts. It was worth it because I was going to cut it to create the loops for my top and for it to be the string that will be connecting it. I do ask that you prepare extra material, at least like 40 centimeters extra into your string, so that when you finish sewing you don't need to add another piece like I did, and I had a problem with that. It took me so long. Had I just added another 40 centimeters on my 185, and then it will come out clean and looking cute. So here I cut 4 loops for each side, one here, one by the waist and one by the end, so that it would give it